Hey everyone, welcome back to our brand new channel. My name is Ryan, and today we'll be unboxing, finally, the Endgame Captain America figure from Hot Toys. I pre-ordered this figure from Sideshow back in 2019, I think May, before the movie even came out. So, went through the movie, release on Blu-ray, COVID, all that stuff, and finally got it last week. So, I've been really looking forward to getting this. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, check it out, see what it comes with, compare it to an older Captain America figure that I have. Maybe I'll bring out the Endgame Iron Man figure as well, see how it looks kind of side by side, and we'll see what we think, so stay tuned. Alright, so here's everything when you take out the initial box itself. You have Mjolnir, the compass, the extra helmet with no head in it, the actual unmasked head, some face plates, hands, and then the figure itself, and then it comes with two shields, the regular one and the damaged one. Let's go ahead and take everything out of here and see what everything looks individually. Alright, so here's everything outside of the box. You have two shields. You have the regular shield, which has some cool weathering patterns on it, like dirt and stuff. Looks really cool. Then you have the buckles that his hands go in. And then you have the damaged shield, which is when Thanos chops him up with that sword helicopter blade thing he has. And then each of the pieces individually, it's really cool, the detail on it actually does clip onto it like a puzzle piece. So it actually could make a whole piece, I guess, if you glued it together, which is really cool. But obviously you probably have him holding the damaged one and then the pieces on the ground or something. And then you have the piece to make his shield hang on his back. Then you have a helmet he can either hold or put on the ground or do something with, a little plastic piece to keep it filled. It's really cool they included an extra helmet. Then obviously Mjolnir, one of the best scenes of the movie. The whole theater went crazy. Some good detail on it. It's got some inscriptions on the top and stuff. Sorry, the camera's kind of not focusing right, but it's really cool they included it. I wish they would have had like a lightning effect, but it's alright. Then you have the compass with Peggy's picture in it. It's pretty cool. It does bend at the top a little bit, so you can kind of, I'll do a pose with it later on. Then you have all the individual hands, holding the shield hands, pointing fingers, fists. Maybe put something in his palm in this one. And then, like I said, you have fists for posing or pretending like he's punching or something. And then the hand to hold Mjolnir fits in there pretty well, just right there. Like that. Probably obviously do a pose with that. Might leave him like that also, in my case. Then you have the head sculpt. Really cool head sculpt. Obviously it looks a lot like Chris Evans. The hair is really cool on it. I actually showed a picture of this to my sister and she's like, is that like fake hair on it? Like, no, it's like a sculpt of plastic or rubber or whatever. It looks really cool. And then the two face plates that you can change on the helmeted head. Kind of like a mean looking face. And then a, I guess, little teeth face showing. And obviously he has like a closed mouth one on him already. Then you have the figure itself. Probably the coolest looking Captain America figure that's come out. I really like the detail and all the scales. Kind of reminds me of the old comic book look of Captain America. This suit is definitely a darker blue than the other Captain Americas. But yeah, the scales and stuff on here. It looks more like armor. I think it looks really cool. Here's the back where you hang the shield using that little, right here, this little plastic piece. Hangs here, and then you hook the shield onto it. Yeah, the arms, the suit restricts movement a little bit. I mean, you could bend the arm up and stuff. You can probably go 90 degrees up and down on the side like that, but getting it to go higher than that is going to be pretty difficult from what it looks like. The shield, the shoulder pieces kind of just attach on there. Then the belt itself, all the little pouches and stuff. You know, America's ass right here. But yeah, the belt's cool. The metallic buckle in the front. The pants have like cool different patterns and patches on it, kind of like armor plates. And then the boot itself has a little bit of movement up and down on the ankle. It does look kind of funny when it's pointed down when the top of the boot's going straight across, but that's down. The legs do bend back 90 degrees on the knees. You're not going to be doing any Van Damme splits, otherwise you're going to tear the pants in the front here. But a little bit of side to side, back and forth, you're not getting a ton either, so he's not going to be doing a ton of gymnastics poses, it looks like. But the head does have good side-to-side movement. Can turn, go up and down. Uh, One of the better face sculpts and helmets. And then the faceplate comes off like this at the bottom. You pull it from the bottom. And that's super creepy with the metallic face that's left. And then you take the face pieces and kind of wedge them from below like this on each side and below the nose. It goes fairly easy every once in a while, like this, of course, during the video. I'll get 2 of the 3 kind of points to go in fine and line up, but one side like this cheek, kind of have to squeeze it to go under there, and then just make sure the buckles line up. But yeah, it's fairly easy to switch, and then you have like this face, which you can do for like a battle pose, when he's holding Mjolnir or the broken shield or something, or if you had a Thanos figure, you can pose him with. It'd be really cool to do it that way. But yeah, overall, it's a really cool figure. I like it a lot. It doesn't come with a ton of things, but everything is really detailed and cool that it does, with like the shield with the broken pieces, Mjolnir, the head sculpt is awesome, the different faceplates you can switch. The base could be better. I mean, it's the standard kind of Endgame one that comes with all the figures, the name's printed on the front. Would have been cool to have like a metal plate like the Star Wars ones or something, but I mean, it is what it is. I do like the more, detailed stands, but we get what we get. And then the post in the back that sticks in there. So yeah, overall, a lot of cool stuff with it. Let's do some poses, compare him to a couple of other figures that I have, and see what we think. Alright, so here we have him pose with Mjolnir and his shield. Like I thought, you can't get his arm to go directly straight up, like in the movie when he summons the lightning when he fights Thanos, but he goes up high enough, it can almost be like a battle pose where he's ready to strike down or something, hit somebody with the hammer. But it looks really cool anyway. I'm probably going to pose him in the Detolf case next to Iron Man in kind of this pose. And then I have him posed with the shield and the extra helmet that he comes with, showing off the head sculpt. The head sculpt on this is really good. It's actually crazy how good some of their head sculpts are. But yeah, I like this pose. Kind of a more relaxed, not in battle kind of a pose, with the full shield with the weathering on it, the helmet and stuff. I think it's really cool. Right in here, he has the helmeted head back on and the damaged shield. The part in the movie where Thanos is chopping through the shield was pretty crazy. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I was like, oh man, is this where this Cap's going to die? Luckily he didn't, and then we got the coolest battle scene in all the MCU movies. But yeah, I think the addition of this broken shield with the pieces is really cool, especially the way that those other pieces can attach to it. That attention to detail is really cool to see on the accessories of the figure. And then here I have him back with just the normal head sculpt and holding the extra helmet that he comes with, and then the compass with Peggy's picture in his hand. I know in Endgame and in other movies he always kind of pulls this out and looks at it during parts of the movies, so I figured it'd be one of the cool poses to have in it. Obviously, the end of Endgame, spoiler alert, he actually finally gets to have his dance with Peggy and kind of have a happy ending, so sad to see his character kind of leave the MCU, but cool that he got kind of the ending that his character really wanted in the end anyway. And then for comparison, I pulled out the Civil War Captain America figure that I have that I ordered a year or two ago, I think. But you can definitely tell the colors are definitely different from Civil War versus the new one with the blue. And then the Endgame figure, the scales are, more of an armor type of a thing, whereas the other figure is like a cloth. Another thing I noticed was the Civil War Captain America figure, the legs are really flexible. You can do a lot of stuff with it versus the Endgame one. But overall, I like the armor design better on the Endgame figure. I might like the color scheme better on the Civil War figure. And then here's Cap next to the Endgame Iron Man figure. I probably will order the Fat Thor figure when it comes out, so I have like the Trinity from Avengers. But I'm glad I was able to get both of these two. Kind of the peak of their outfits. I know the Iron Man head sculpt isn't everybody's favorite, but it's okay with me. Alright, to kind of wrap this one up, obviously, unless anything changes in the MCU or they do an old man version, this is the last Steve Rogers Hot Toys figure. So, and it kind of went out with the best one. So I think on this one with the armor and the head sculpt and all the stuff that it comes with, I think it is the best Captain America figure that they've come out with. The color scheme, I wish it was a little bit lighter, but obviously this is what he wore in the movie, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's my favorite Captain America figure. So, and it was 2 years of a wait, and I guess it was worth it in the end. So, yeah, I think one of the next figures I get might be Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp slash Endgame, since he wears the same suit in both movies. So that'll probably be my next figure that I review. But stay tuned here or on my Instagram at Vibranium for updates and pictures of figures and stuff and other news that might come out that I think is really cool. So thank you guys for watching. As always, appreciate any likes and subscribes and comments that you leave, and any suggestions on maybe some other Hot Toys figures that you guys collect or see that look really cool. Maybe I haven't been aware of them. I'll check them out, and if it's cool, then I'll pick it up and do a review as well. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.